course, wearing the official hoodie of the Sith. Let's roll. Holla ballers and a brofist to you all on this fine Friday Eve. I wear, for Drama Day, the official colours of the Ghost, of the Sith, of the Horde, of all things evil and devious and tricky. But today, of course, is the end of all that shit. Work is done, school is done, everything's done, assignments don't need to be done till at least Sunday night, right? Don't need to do shit till Sunday night. That's when it starts getting real again. Real world starts creeping back in. But right now, we can kick back, take off our shoes, and just have a great old time. And that's alright. I've had a wonderful day. Why? I saw my unborn child this morning. We went for our big scan. It was, do you have retardation and Downs Day? We do not. We do not. What we do have is a mammoth baby. It's going to be big. Like the Big Show. I swear he was mouthing the words of the Big Show. He's like, well, it's the Big Show. Our child is huge. Yeah, baby. Huge as a motherfucker. Big bastard. Emma looks a little bit scared. Poor her. Poor her. Poor her. On top of that, I'm feeling extraordinarily proud today. Something happened that I've been hoping for like the longest time, probably since I started my channel. Today, well, last night, in fact, one of the many thousands of people who followed my guides and my babbling nonsense about how to be really good at World of Warcraft, it happened, one of you got a world first during progress. To you, my friend, I've never been prouder. I really haven't. I read the email, I was like, dude, that wins. First time ever. A lot of people have come close. A lot of people have come close. Got world thirds, world fourths, and so on and so forth. But nobody had actually made it to the #1 spot. And now it's happened. You got a world first during progress. That's awesome, man. That is fucking awesome. That is just the greatest. What a great day. What an absolutely fantastic day. And what a great way to finish it off with some Drama Friday, baby. I have in front of me 7 stories. 7 stories. We're getting some good stuff. Now, I've kind of pre-chosen the ones I want to read, but I have backup ones in case time doesn't really, you know, add up that way. There's a lot of smiley faces, a lot of PDFs. I'm hoping I can get through this quite well. I've got my notepad ready. We have things like the Unidentified Blue Object, which we are definitely reading because it's funny as shit. It really makes me laugh. The Rise and Fall. I'm not going to read all these. A Trolling Spree. What's this one? The 60-year-old. The 60-year-old. Yeah, so we kind of know what that one's about, right? We've got to read. We kind of know what that one's about. We kind of know what that one's about. But still, we want to understand the circumstances, right? Do the circumstances. I'm going to kick us off with the Unidentified Blue Object. I am, because I love this story. There is some things that I love more than a straight-up drama. Oh, the other story here is Ring of the Loot Whore. We'll of course fit that one in. We'll of course fit in the Ring of the Loot Whore. There are some stories I like better than others, especially when it's from the perspective of somebody who's like actually a complete noob, because I find it hilarious. I wish I could be newbie again at World of Warcraft. As much as that would like ruin my job and for foreseeable future, I would love just to go back and experience World of Warcraft for the first time again. Not many things you want to do that with, right? Not many things you want to do that with. But with World of Warcraft, I would love to experience that game for the first time. And to understand, sometimes things happen to us in World of Warcraft, and when we're a noob, it's amazing. And then when the realization dawns on us of what actually happened, we feel like complete dickheads. And that is what's going to happen in this story. Begin. Let's go. I've babbled enough. 5 minutes in. Okay, chapter 1, the backstory. Oh, if that's you, Ghost, I swear to God. No, it's not. Okay. I started my WoW adventure in mid-vanilla. Some friends from my school always talked about this game and all the things they saw and did inside. I was intrigued. Some of the things they mentioned were dragons, wild bears. That's interesting to me. It's like, dude, there's dragons and bears. Like that. How did that go together? What's interesting about this game? There are dragons, cool, giant ass dragons, and bears. Bears, you say? I'm in. I'm in, bears. I was fascinated by the tales they told, the adventures they had been on, and I had to play it. I got the game for Christmas the same year and started a night elf druid. I remember getting games for Christmas. It's kind of one of the sucky things about getting older is that doesn't happen anymore, right? You get to that age, and it's usually around about 27, 26 maybe, where you stop getting shit like that anymore. Like when you get a job, it just doesn't happen anymore. And you know what you're getting for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas? When that question comes to you, what do you want for Christmas? I want that. Alright, then you can have it. Like, that's when Christmas sucks balls. Christmas sucks every day after that. And that's when new PC day just like shits all over it. That's the point. That is the fucking... that day when your significant other or whatever just asks, what do you want for Christmas? That's when new PC day is like, fucking shits all over everything. I had heard that the magical bear people were called druids. Oh! Okay, it wasn't that dragons and bears were in it. Okay. It wasn't that dragons and bears were in it. It was that there was something that could turn into a bear. Ooh, you can turn into a bear. Have you ever heard of anything as good as this? You can turn into a bear and a cat and a seal. So amazing. If I was trying to sell a druid to somebody, I wouldn't even talk about. I wouldn't even talk. I wouldn't even mention the fact that you could be bears. I'd just be like, you can turn into a seal. A seal. Doesn't matter. They could do every spec in the game. It doesn't matter. They can do every role. They can turn into a seal. A seal. You can become a seal. It's fucking brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. Or an orca. Okay. Or an orca. I could glyph. They were called druids. So I started this one so I could become a bear. In the beginning, I had no idea. I'm not reading the Bible, by the way. It says that. In the beginning, I had no idea what to do. But as I was thinking logically, I used the in-game to venture on. For instance, I would find tall grass to cast Wrath from since it looked like a ball of grass. I would face the moon in order to cast Moonfire. And at no point did I try doing this otherwise. As of why, I don't know. So, this guy believes wholeheartedly that in order to cast Wrath, you must be stood in grass, because the picture of Wrath looks like grass. In order to cast Moonfire, one must of course be staring at the moon, otherwise how could this spell possibly work? Logic, of course, isn't always without the lack of idiocy. Logical people can still be complete fucking morons. That's just fact, people. That's science. That's science, okay? Logical people can still be fucking morons, okay? That happens. Science. Science. As I progressed onwards in the game, doing no such things as quests, since I thought that exclamation mark above the NPC's head meant that he was so mad at me that I ran away every time I saw one. I'm going to let that sink in with the chat for a while. I'm going to let that one sink in, okay? Better not go near the guy with the exclamation mark. He's obviously pissed. Guy's pissed. Look, he's got an exclamation mark. He's exclaiming at me. He's exclaiming at me. How I made it to Darnassus, I don't know, but the sight was amazing when I entered the city. I remember running around looking for a house to buy, because that seemed logically what you would need to do to have a house to stay in. Where does one sleep in World of Warcraft without a house? But how does one sleep if I do not own a house? I mean, this game makes no logical sense. No logical sense. My hunt for a house led me to a harbour where the boat to Oberdeen was waiting. I didn't know this back then, but something caught my attention. Chapter 2, the UBO. The UBO. Something blue was running across the boat and several people were following it. I remembered back to the tales my classmates told me and looked to this opportunity to race after the blue thing in search of adventure. As the blue thing ran onto the boat, it disappeared into the deck below. The people were following it down, so I ran after them. But as soon as I stepped onto the boat and started to head below deck, a map appeared. I looked at the map with renewed interest for the game. I had never seen anything like it before. A map? A map. I have never seen... What is this? It's like a picture of the land. I have never seen anything like this before. This is ingenious. We could use this in the real world. Imagine, for a moment, if you will, a picture of the land about the earth. Perhaps the whole earth. With the sea and the land and the place. This could be really helpful. This could be really helpful. Of course, he doesn't mean the map. He means the loading screen. Alright? 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 But of course, it sounds like he means the map. You with me? Good. Okay, let's carry on. When the map disappeared again, the people were gone, so I ran back up and saw that I was in a whole new world. A whole new world. It was a large forest, and I spotted the people chasing the blue thing off in the distance, so I ran after them once again. They went into the forest, and as I made my way through the trees, they were gone, and nowhere to be seen. So there I was, in the middle of an unknown forest, with danger lurking around every corner. Suddenly a box appeared on my screen, and my character was lying face down in the mud. I was dead. Something had killed me, and now I had to find my way back to my body. Once I was in the spirit world, I saw the creature, a vile, hungry, relentless stag. Demstacks. Demstacks. Standing right on top of my corpse. It must have been my murderer. At this point, I realized that I could come back to life behind a tree, so I did. And slowly but surely sneaked around the tree to get a closer look at the killer stag. Dem stacks. Can you imagine a guy hiding behind a tree? Prop time. The tree. It's a stag. Good God, look at the fangs on that thing. He killed me in one hit. One hit. But then it happened again. And every time I tried to be smart, to be cunning with my resurrection, it somehow always got to me and killed me. Damn stags. Not giving a shit. 2012. At this point, my brother pointed out to me that it might not be the stag that killed me. I rejected him and sent him out of my room. Away with you! Behold the stag! Never question the stag. Never question the stag. The stag is the evil. You will be vanquished one day. Of course it is, but he didn't do this in 2013. Get it together, you people. You people. I then logged off and rage quitted the game for some weeks until my friends told me to come back. The stag is gone, they said. I'm ad-libbing. They would help me level and get my shiny armor and a weapon. Or so they promised. Chapter 3. The all-seeing Kodo Beast. This time I started a new character, a Tauren druid, as I still wanted to be a badass bear. I added one of my friend's names to my friend list and saw that he was much higher level than me. And for what I could tell, he was in a faraway land filled with gold and shiny armor. Or that is what he told me. I'm too far away to help you. To be fair, Mulgore, I ain't going there either. Friend or foe, wife even. Nope. I ain't going to Mulgore. I don't give a shit if there's a Zeppelin. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. It's too far away. The Tauren starting area can kiss my ass. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. I asked him if he could take me to this land, but he rejected me and said that I needed to be a higher level to do so. I did not want to start leveling since my previous experience was still in the back of my head. I looked around me and noticed a whole bunch of people in tents, so I went up to them and asked them for directions to the Barrens. But for some reason, they would not talk to me. I was a little depressed by this. Not even the NPCs will help this guy. Not even the NPCs. They were just chilling in the tents. They wouldn't even help me. They wouldn't help me. They just sat there looking at me like I was a piece of shit. Piece of shit! Fucking cows! Piece of shit! I only want to go to the Barrens. Won't take me. I ventured out on my own and eventually stumbled upon a very helpful stranger riding a black wolf. He stopped and started to talk to me. It went a little something like this. Okay. Who shall be helpful? John Cod. John Cod. Sounds helpful. Johnny Cod. Are you a relative of James Pond? Huh? Oh, you see what I did there? See what I did there? John Cod? See that? See that? See that? Alright. John Cod. Hello. Me. Hi. John Cod. What are you doing out here at such a low level? Me. I'm trying to find the Barrens. John Cod. I can show you the way. But you sure you want to go there? Me. Yes. There is golden armor there. At this point, he must have thought I was an idiot. So he led me to the Barrens, and this is where the drama starts. Of course, that innocent point in your World of Warcraft career where you want to go to the Barrens. But oh, what awaits you there. You might think it's just Mankirk's wife, but oh no. There's a whole world of fun waiting for everybody in the Barrens. The Barrens is pretty much like going to a rave on LSD. It's like a collection of the worst people in the world. Like certain streamers on World of Warcraft. Entering there is a dangerous place. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I entered the Barrens, I was kind of disappointed to see a wasteland with only a few trees and a very poor road. This quality of this road is terrible. This isn't the Barrens I heard about. Have you seen this road? It's cobbled. It's overgrown. They should do something about this road. They should really do something about this road. Disappointing. I heard so many good things about the Barrens, and then I see this road. Maybe I should have guessed this from the name, but at this point I hadn't seen enough to expect anything. I made my way along this road after I told the stranger goodbye, and I made it to my first village in this new land. I told my friend that I had made it to the land and asked him where the golden armor was. He told me, good luck finding it, and logged off. Nice friend. Nice friend. And the fact that he was such higher level that he had made it to the Barrens. Filled with treasure and gold. He's in the Barrens. He's in the Barrens. He was in the Barrens. When you say your friend is much higher level, you expect him to be like level 60. What you don't expect is that he's in the Barrens. He's in the Barrens. I didn't really think much of it. Perhaps he ran out of time. Again, though, something caught my eye. A giant beast which looked something like a dinosaur. I started to walk towards it, but all of a sudden my screen flashed red and it rushed towards me at high speed. Dat charge. Dat charge. I had witnessed enough to know this was bad. If a dinosaur charged... Guys, notes. Have you got your notes ready? Open your notepad now, okay? Give you a second. If a dinosaur charges you, it's generally a bad thing, okay? Are you getting your notes from the story? If a dinosaur charges you, generally not great. Generally not a great thing, okay? Generally not a great thing. Make sure you write that down. If it happens to you in real life, just, you know, be aware. Dinosaurs chasing you, not always the best thing. Not always the best thing. Okay, good. Good. Login tip, yeah. Dinosaur chases you, not good. Not good. Okay. So I turned and ran as fast as I could towards the nearest tree and hid behind it. But for some reason, this creature could see right through the tree, and it came around and stomped me to death. This fucking hacking fucking dinosaur. Hacking dinosaur. Bullshit psychic dinosaurs. There is nothing worse in this world than psychic fucking dinosaurs. I'm sick to death of running into psychic dinosaurs. They piss me off. They're just cheating. Psychic fucking dinosaurs can kiss my ass. Pieces of shit. God damn. Psychic fucking every single day. This continued until I reached the village with the beast still chasing me. I saw the guards come rushing towards me and killed the beast. I was terrified how you could survive in this game when you were constantly attacked and murdered by stags and dinosaurs. I ran into a house and logged off in frustration. Fuck this. I'm not playing that game. This fucking stags, dinosaur, everything is trying to kill you in this game. I'm not fucking playing this game. Fuck you. I'm logging out. At this point, I rage quit again and swore this time to never return to this terrible, terrible game. The end. But wait, there is more. The blue creature was actually a Voidwalker from a Warlock, and the people were not chasing the Voidwalker, they were in fact trying to kill the Warlock. Some of you guessed Wisp, I guessed Wisp too, but it turned out it was in fact a Voidwalker. The people in tents turned out to be NPCs, we know. There is a part 2. If you would like to hear it, let us know. And we would like to hear it. We would like to hear it. I'm sure we would. Tales of Noobiness are equally as good as drama stories. I will tell you. So purple then. It's really more of a purple. It's really more of a mauve, you know. You said blue, but Voidwalker's really more of an off reddish blue. And if you could be more accurate next time, that would be helpful. Okay, we could have guessed. Wisp's more of a sky blue, maybe. A baller's rise and fall. Violet. It's a violet. It's a violet. Indigo. It's really more of an indigo. It's like when Emma asks me, what colour do you want to paint this wall? Green. What kind of green? Green. I need a green screen. By definition, it's green. But there are lots of different types of green. There are one type of green. It's called green. Okay? I'm a guy. I do not need to know different types of green. I want green. Green. Then I ended up going and buying it myself. You know how long it took me to find my green screen paint? Like 20 seconds. It was pretty obvious. It was bright green. The start of a baller's rise and fall. I started playing WoW and my friend... Ooh, we've got a character that isn't John Cod. Who should we have? Oh, Diet Pepsi, I'm going to have you because hopefully, because he's a friend, Triff, he's going to be as disgusting as Diet Pepsi. You chose the name, my friend. You chose the name. I started playing WoW with my friend Diet Pepsi, who played a human warlock. Haha, instantly a jackass, right? Diet Pepsi would play a human warlock. You would, Diet Pepsi. You would play a human warlock. Nope. Nope. Diet Pepsi sounds like a human warlock. Why don't you play a Tauren Hunter? Why don't you do that? A human warlock got me into it after using my internet connection to play. Best friend. You are a total jackass, Diet Pepsi. Hey, do you mind if I come round to your house just to be friends with you? Yeah, I need to use your internet. Oh, douchebag friend. Douchebag friend. Hey, we're friends, right? Yeah? Can I come round to your house? Well, let's hang out. Let's hang out. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Get off the PC. No, I'm serious. Fucking move. I've got to play this game. I'm going to play this game. It's definitely... I'm only here definitely because we're best friends. I tried the game when it first came out as I was a fan of Warcraft 3. However, it took my Orc Hunter 3 weeks to get to level 25. As my English at the time wasn't that good and every quest took me hours to finish, it was due to the fact that I was translating every single word from the quest log to my own language so that I could understand what was going on. Were you doing this by hand? What? Were you using a little book? I'm going to do a really horrible, maybe racist accent. Collect. I'm going to do my Greek Erebus accent. It says collect. Collect, collect, collect. I don't know what collect is in Greece. In Greek. Collect. Ah, it is this Greek word. The. Can you imagine someone doing that all the time? With his little translation book? Oh, candles. He means candles. Where are the candles, Thoughtbot? Oh, I have to translate all these people's comments? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's like hundreds and hundreds of Thoughtbot comments. I'll have to transfer them all. That would suck. In the end, each quest is like piles of stuff. I would translate every single word from the quest log into my own language so that I could understand what was going on. For a solo player who couldn't speak English very well, I stopped playing as I found it to be overwhelming. No shit. However, after many years, Diet Pepsi came to my house and saw WoW on my PC and asked if I played. That awkward moment when you bump into a WoW player. One of my friends did that. I hadn't seen him for years, and suddenly I overheard the conversation about WoW. Do I enter this conversation or not? Because you know what? He's bound to be a noob. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to be a noob. Do I enter the conversation? He's going to ask me ridiculous questions. I know it, so I don't. Never heard of World of Warcraft. What are you talking about? Crazy game. Nerd. Nerd. No, I don't play WoW. I don't play WoW. I'm fucking cool as shit, me. I told him my tale, and he said to try the game once more as he would help me in any way he can. Yes, he stopped playing. I made a Worgen Warlock, as it was the start of Cataclysm. Diet Pepsi was in the same room as me while playing. This guy just doesn't leave, right? He actually tells you he's going to help you. He sits in the room not playing WoW next to you. Didn't you say you were going to help me? Yeah. Got this brand new game though. Got this brand new game. I need your internet connection. Seriously, if you didn't have internet, I wouldn't be here. I'm not even joking. Go away. Leave me alone. Just don't talk to me. Helping me in any way he could. He was a great help, and I couldn't have made it without him. He could have helped more by playing. Could have helped more. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, he stopped playing. Oh, he stops playing eventually, but this time he carried on. He was in a raiding guild, often doing raids on the PC next to me. My eyes filled with excitement in the hopes the day we could raid together. Around level 40, I got bored with my warlock, as a dotting class can be harsh to learn for new players. Diet Pepsi said to try out what class? Freeloading friend. What class? What class do freeloading friends put on? Hunter? No. DK, of course! It's the DK! You should play a DK. Oh, you find dotting classes too hard? DK. DK, baby. You should roll that DK. I can't think of anything more logical than to roll a DK. I leveled to 55, then rolled an unholy Night Elf DK. The class was fun indeed. I think to the point that I would have loved anything other than the Warlock. I dinged and joined Diet Pepsi's guild. They helped me doing heroics, but it wouldn't take me to raids as their team was full. I was sad. However, I saw another guild looking for members in chat and decided to join them. It was a guild of 12... Swedish. It was a group of 12... Swedish. Close friends IRL. I swear to God, if you say something bad about the Swedes, I am out. I am fucking gone. I am gone. I swear. I can't afford more Swede hate, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. They knew I was a noob and took me to raid anyway. My DPS sucked balls, of course. Everyone else, but I couldn't care less at that point. It was my first ever raid and I really enjoyed it. We went to Blackwing Descent. Ooh, nice. Diet Pepsi's guild at this point only killed 3 bosses. He was watching me and telling me tactics. At Magmar, I ran into the boss, fell into the lava, and died. Yes! Who hasn't done that? That killing spree. That fucking killing spree, right? Boss, ability, kill, dead. Oh, motherfucker. That Magmar. That fucking killing spree. That killing spree every single fucking time. There was nothing better than the first ever pull of Magmar and all the rogues instantly died. This fight is great. We get to cleave. We're gonna go combat. Oh my god, I'm in the lava. Killing spree's so broken, man. Killing spree's so broken. I love it. I loved watching the rogues die instantly. Best pull. Best pull. An epic mace dropped. Anybody know what it's called? It's a good mace. It's a good mace. However, I felt that I didn't deserve to roll. What a guy. As I was dead the whole fight. Also a furry warrior. Actually spelt furry. A furry warrior. Needed it, so I kept my mouth shut. They even asked me if I needed it. I said I don't. Then the GM inspected me and gave it to me, saying that they need all the guildies geared up. I was speechless. They carried me throughout the fight and gave me loot. We carried on clearing everything but Nefarian. Then off to the Throne of the Four Winds we went, where we cleared everything, even Alakir. After that, they called the raid. Mind you, this was the second week of Kata, and these guys all everything but Nefarian on farm. Diet Pepsi couldn't believe this. Therefore, he asked me if he could join. Oh yeah, Diet Pepsi, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Alakir normal is really easy. I have no reason not to believe that. Alakir normal is really easy. Diet Pepsi though, get shit on, my friend. Get shit on. The Swedes own this shit. The Swedes own your ass. Swede power! Swede power! Much love for the Swedes. Oh no. Diet Pepsi was a much better player than me, with a much better gear and higher raid experience. He's got 3 bosses down in Blackwing Descent. Look at his raid experience. You have better raid experience than Diet Pepsi now, buddy. You're in command. You're the fucking daddy pants. Diet Pepsi, you haven't got shit, son. I've killed Alakir. What have you killed? 3 bosses in Blackwing Descent? Fuck off. Amateur hour. You're fucking amateur hour, Diet Pepsi. Fucking amateur hour. Jesus. Jesus. After rotating us for a couple of weeks, they asked if we came in a package, i.e. they only wanted Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi said we want to raid together, as we raid in the same house. Diet Pepsi can't tell you to fuck off. You know why? Because he loses his internet. Loses his fucking... You might think that Diet Pepsi was being really friendly. Nope. Motherfucker needs your internet. Can't play WoW without you. Can't play WoW without you. Did you notice that at the time? I bet you know now. I bet if you're watching this right now, you know what I'm talking about. I can't really fuck this guy up. I need your internet. They understood and kept us in the guild, rotating us. At this point, I got all the 4.1 raid bosses but Nefarian on normal since the launch of Kata. Diet Pepsi went on holiday for a couple of weeks, and the guild decided to merge with one of the top guilds on the server to make a 25-man. There was no place for me. 2 10-mans merged, no place for the extra guy. 2 10-mans make a 25, which naturally involves 5 extra places. No room. But didn't we just make more room? Isn't that what happened? We just merged, right? So there should be more space. No, really sorry. There's no room for you anymore. Sorry, they have loads and loads of alts. I understood it even without them telling me it. I sent every one of them an in-game mail. Lame. Thanking them for having me and giving me the chance to raid. Dude, what? They kicked you from the guild, stopped you raiding, you sent them an in-game mail thanking them. Do you bend over and say, thank you, missus? Do you? Do you do that? Do you bend over and say one more time? Jump how high? Send them an in-game mail. Do you do that? I realised I have very good progress and decent gear. I could join any guild I want, or so I thought. I joined a couple of guilds, but I didn't enjoy them. People were fighting all the time over loot, etc. So I left and joined the Horde. Nice. I found a new guild within hours of me switching factions. At this point, Diet Pepsi was still on holiday. I found a guild named First World Problems. The GM nearly had the same progress as me. His name was... Who should be the GM? Who should be the GM? I'm going to go with Arsrash. Arsrash, the GM. Arsrash is a good GM. His name was Arsrash. They had another DK who was Blood and was raid leader and also IRL friends of Arsrash. Diet Pepsi came back from holiday, switches factions and says he has a better guild for us to join with one of his friends who was named... Hippie Ham. Hippie Ham? What the hell is Hippie Ham? Hippie Ham. Hippie Ham. This ham is so laid back. I said to Arsrash that I will be joining my friends to raid and left the guild. Oh, that might be the only part you're in this, Arsrash. Sorry, man. You had a good part in the story, though, dude. I thought you did really well, then. Everyone a round of applause for Arsrash. Everyone a round of applause for Arsrash and his contribution to the story. Thank you very much. I said to Arsrash, I'll be joining a friend to raid and left the guild. We joined Hippie Ham's guild, who were trying Cho'Gall. However, we were in Team 4 with all the alts. You left the guild to join Team 4. Nice. Good decision. Good decision. Join this guild with some friends. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Team 4. Team fucking 4? Team 4. Team 4. Worse, they made me tank. At this point, I hardly had any experience raiding as DPS, let alone tanking. The last boss of Bastion of Twilight's not the last boss. I did shit. My first ever tanking experience was bad. I hardly had the gear, so we wiped and they blamed me. Team 4. It's not good enough for Team 4. Not good enough for Team 4. Not good enough for Team 4. Oh. That same night. Oh. That same night. Arsrash makes a return. That same night, Arsrash whispered me saying that I had joined a shit guild. You've joined a shit guild. And Hippie Ham had not been very hippie-ish at all. He'd been stealing members off Arsrash. He also said that they needed me, etc., etc. I don't know why at this point, but I took Oh, you took that Diet Pepsi and I joined. World First Problems again. It was a brand new guild. Only a few members had raiding experience, but it meant that we can help create something new. Always a good plan. Our first raid was really bad. We did 2 bosses in Blackwing Descent. I didn't care though. We were raiding with brand new members and I was helping them in any way I can. Like the Swedish guild helped me. Remember how good Swedish people are? Do you remember? Remember that. Put it in your notes as well. Open your notepad again. Dinosaurs, psychic dinosaurs bad. Swedish people good. Okay? Psychic dinosaurs, Swedish people. Swedish people. Go Swede. Woo! Sweet pal. I was explaining fights and TeamSpeak to new members. The guy's dead on Magma. I was explaining the fights. How do you kill Magma? You've done it before. Well, what you do is you charge the boss. Okay? Then dive headfirst into the fucking lava. Okay? Dive headfirst into the lava and then somebody else will kill it for you. That's pretty much all I remember from this boss. Alright, so good. Are we good? Good. Pull. Let's go. Everybody in the lava. Dive Pepsi with some overtimes, out DPSing them on a fight. Arsrush quickly made me and Diet Pepsi officers. We helped build the guild. Sadly, every time we gear up healers, they ended up leaving us for better guilds. So we looked for new healers, geared them up, and they also leave. The issue had slowed down our progress. I got told to tank for Nefarian since our raid leader decided to quit the game, and DKs were very good tanks for Nefarian. True. I stayed up all night reading and watching guides. I tanked every heroic dungeon I could prepare. The day came, and after a few wipes, we downed him. One healer linked HPS, only to find that my DK did 9k HPS. Apparently at that time, it was impressive. However, we couldn't get to do any heroics due to the fact that the guild was new, but decided to gear up everyone and be ready for Firelands. Firelands will be better. Firelands came, and I was promoted to co-GM. Co-GM. I remember healers were fighting over who gets to heal me, as it was easier than healing hand. Whose hand again? Arsrush. Healer Arsrush. Who was a Blelf Paladin. You're doing it wrong, Arsrush. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Arsrush. You're doing it wrong. We created a good team, and we were third on our server to down Ragnaros. The Fall. The final part. At that point, Diet Pepsi liked a girl IRL. She liked me. Ah, nuts. That's a bad line in life, isn't it? That's a bad line in life. Friend likes girl. Girl likes me. Pisser. So we started dating and he hated me for it. Guy's got everything. He's got the girl, got the internet connection. He's got everything. This fucking guy. I hate you. You took everything I had. You've got the internet. You've got the girl. Bullshit, man. Even worse, he was saying things to her behind my back so that she will break up with me. I only found out much later, sadly, after she did break up with me. Oh, Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi, you bastard. Nothing good came from when you ask for a cola and you get a Pepsi. Nothing good came from it. Nothing good. Arsrush had a friend IRL who just dinged after we downed Ragnaros, who was a Blelf Holy Paladin. He started to invite him every week over other members who worked hard for progress, and needless to say, he was shit. Also, the old raid leader, who's friends with Arsrush IRL, also came back and wanted to tank. I was to DPS again. We farmed normal for a few more weeks, and I was topping the DPS meter with my shitty geared off spec. Since I switched to Frost and found out that Unholy had too much micro and does low DPS overall. However, I was unhappy that our members were being replaced by Arsrush's friends for the sole purpose of him being his friends IRL. Diet Pepsi was to went to Arsrush and whined too much that I shouldn't be co-GM. Arsrush, give it up. Give it up, Arsrush. Give it up. It's over. Oh, Diet Pepsi, I mean. Diet Pepsi, give it up. I was only trying to stand up for the members who helped our progress, as I thought it was unfair to replace them. One day I was fed up, and I lost my shit. We started heroic raiding, and couldn't get past the second boss, with one healer being the entire fight, who was friends of Arsrush. After many unnecessary wipes, we downed one boss in heroic where we could have downed 3 or 4. I went to Arsrush and told him this wasn't fair. People who helped progress are leaving the guilds as he picks worse players only because they're friends. He kicked me from the guild. Oh, really? Kicked? Fuck you. Fuck you. Kicked? Oh, you got a problem, do you? Kicked. Arse Rash takes no fucking prisoners. Diet Pepsi wouldn't come with me. Of course not. Of course not. Diet Pepsi wouldn't come with me. Also, the night I got kicked, I had 2 epics that dropped in the raid and I was supposed to sell them. I went to Arse Rash and traded them him after he kicked me. He kicked you from the guild and you traded him the BOE epics. If I wouldn't look like a twat, I would bend over right now to simulate what you just did. You just went full retard. Have you ever met Ghost? You should watch his stream sometime. It can help you out. It can help you out, man. Wearing the colours for a reason, okay? Wearing oh, King Laws. Perfect. Perfect. I traded him the items. He asked me why I didn't ninja them. I told him they don't belong to me or him, but to the guild and its members, and I left. Yeah. Yeah. I was approached again by Arse Rash, and I joined his guild for a second time. This time only as a raider. You went back for more? You went back for more. Oh, the taste in my mouth. Diet Pepsi wasn't picking me for raids, and I found out that he was telling things to my girlfriend at this time, and she broke up with me. This is the most depressing thing I've ever heard in my life, man. You're trying to be the White Knight. Never be the White Knight. You know what happens to the White Knight? He gets killed by the Black Knight in every fucking time, right? Every single time. The only way that you can possibly win is to be also a Black Knight. Okay? This isn't a race thing. Black Knights versus Black Knights, you've got a fair chance. White Knight versus Black Knight, only in a fairy tale. Only in a fairy tale, motherfucker. Black Knight wins every fucking time. You know why? You don't play by the rules. You went back for more. At this point, I ended up taking a break from WoW. Mob came out, only to find out that the guild moved servers and disbanded. I geared up my DK quick and joined a raiding guild, where I was doing top DPS for a few attempts on raids, but we didn't kill anything. Best DPS, don't kill him. However, I really hated dailies and ended up taking a break until 5.2. I started watching me while I was playing Guild Wars 2.